It's a weird nair. Look at this nair. Look at this nair. This is actually, to me, this is like, it's funny because Leffen's still so much better than everyone else in Europe, but this is like a sign of Leffen's rust to me. Yeah, look at this nair he does. Very good for ice. He needed... You see that? He probably could have reacted. He could have probably reacted to the fact that he like read that ice was going to run that way and he went for that nair. I think Leffen in practice would not have done this nair. He would have actually done like, let's see. Obviously you can't react to this shield like as quickly as Leffen did an option, but this is like what my Fox looks like. Like I have this problem where I commit to things too early. Like I don't give myself an opportunity to react like as late as I possibly can.
Yeah, this is very good.
Like this was like a pre-programmed sequence. He did this waveland back and he was thinking he was going to bait ice into coming this way and then he was going to nair him with this dash dance nair. But this was like a, yeah, this was like a pre-programmed sequence. This is Rust. This is what Rusty Leffen looks like. You see that? Double jump. Okay, I'm going to waveland.
Yeah, this is very good.
Waveland, and he's expecting ice to be baited by the waveland into going for a dash dance grab. So he's expecting ice to like fly this way with like a running dash dance grab. And then he's going to try to catch him. So he's kind of pre-programmed the sequence. And then he did this. His brain turned off when he realized this is free. Yeah, but that's still Rusty Leffen. Non-Rusty Leffen wouldn't have done that. Non-Rusty Leffen beats people a lot harder. Leffen's usually really good about waiting. Like he never has... Like when he's playing well, he's always he's like reacting to the thing that has just happened. Like he's always doing something that's like he's always doing something that's really, really good relative to what has just happened in neutral, right? Very rarely does he like pre-program a sequence like that. Yeah, even the movement too, but I think what it really is the reactions. If you guys want to know what separates top players, by the way, just while we're on the topic, that's what separates top players from people who are like one tier below. Like me, I'm really bad about this. I do stuff like that all the time. Like I very frequently like do things where I'm trying to get better about it. I very frequently do things where I'm not actually making a decision or reacting as late as I possibly can. Like I've kind of already decided I'm going to do something. In Ultimate, I'm trying to popularize this phrase in Melee. In Ultimate, they call it, this is actually Charles Thorin, aka Korean, who came up with this phrase. They call it like refresh rate. It's like imagine the refresh rate on a monitor. That's that sequence that Leffen did where he did that nair that was like pretty sus. That was an example of like bad refresh rate. Normally, Leffen's refresh rate is really, really high. He's always like reacting. You're always basically making a decision based on the most recent thing you can react to. If you watch a lot of bad players, like people that just like, you know, like at the biggest offender or like the most obvious offender, like think about the average net play Falco. Think about like when a Falco is just like, I'm gonna do a laser and then short up, down, or forward. You know what I mean? So that's like really bad refresh rate. You're making like, you have decided to do that sequence, the laser forward into a short up, down, or forward. You've decided to do that sequence a set amount backwards. Like you know what I mean? You're not a better player. And this is where people get tripped up. Brandon in the chat was asking this question. What does Mango do that separates him? Mango's refresh rate is extremely good. And you notice it with the way he recovers even. Where like the most recent time when I played Mango, I literally, I couldn't edge guard him because he kept like mixing me up when I was trying to edge guard him. Thank you, Donnie, for the tier 1. Think about how a Falco that's been playing for 2 or 3 months, they might do laser. Okay, cool. Laser, dare forward. And they've kind of already decided I'm going to do laser and then dare forward. A better Falco, or really like a top level Falco, they might still literally do laser, dare forward. But the way they're coming to that decision is different. They're doing the laser, then they're seeing that you shielded, and they've realized that you're at a spacing where that if they do a dare forward, maybe they realize you're shielding and you're facing a certain way, you're facing towards you. So if they do a short up dare forward, they're going to cross your shield up, and they know that they're going to be safe from shield grabs. So they might literally still do a laser in a dare forward, but they're shooting the laser, seeing what happens after the laser, waiting as late as possible, and then they're going to do something different based on that. They might even start short hopping forward. They'll do the laser, they start short hopping forward, and they might even wait to see, is he shielding in place? Did he dash back? If he dashes back, I'm going to press the B button, shoot another laser, an approaching laser, If they're shielding, then I'll do say a downer and cross their shield up. But a top player will actually, it might look like the same sequence, but they're shooting the laser and then they're saying, okay, cool. And then I'm short hopping forward. Okay, I see that you took the laser and you dashed back. So if I do the down air, you're gonna dash dance grab me. I'm gonna get whip punished. So I'm gonna shoot a laser. You see what I'm saying? They wait as late as possible to make their decisions. With all of the information that they have, they're reacting to everything. Versus you say, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna laser, and it's very rare to me to see Leffen do a sequence where I'm like, oh, it looks like you were not really reacting to what was actually happening. Like I just felt like he should have been able to react to the fact that Ice didn't take the bait on the waveland forward. And again, when I play, like I'll take these, I do Drug Fox lessons once a month, and this happens all the time, right? Like we'll go frame by frame, and Drug Fox will say, okay, it looks like you committed to doing, like you were here this far away from your opponent, you committed to doing this running shine, and you ran all across the stage, and by the time you got there, like the situation had changed, and like he was nowhere to be found, or he was doing something, you know what I mean? So this happens a lot, and I think this is a skill that, I love this concept, refresh rate. I think it's such a good way to phrase it. I give so much credit to Charles from, used to be with TSM. I think he's with Beast Coast now, but he's an ultimate guy. But I love that phrase. Refresh rate, it's just like a monitor, and the top players are always, it's like, boop, they're syncing. They're in sync with what's happening, you know? And so that little sequence was the very rare example of Leffen not being refreshing properly, so to speak.
Ice just not having a solid read on Leffen right now. And now Leffen gets the shot.
That was, oh god, that was really good.
So commanding from Leffen.
And the reason that was so good was because Leffen edgehogged Ice in an unreact, like he knew that if he did this shine and grabbed the ledge with this turnaround side B,
Leffen right now. And now Leffen,
he's not giving Ice an opportunity to react to the fact that he's grabbing the ledge. So it's like the other way around. He knows that Ice is he's reacting, right? So Ice is like already kind of inputting side B at this point. And he's not giving him the opportunity to react to the fact that, no, I'm actually going to yoink the ledge. See that? So Ice can't, like, Ice can't be mad about this because Ice is like, oh, it's not like I could have seen you grabbing the ledge and you, like, okay, you got me. Like, you yoinked it. You know what I mean?
And just
so...
So
that was good. That was really good. That was really good.
Such a hard.
Oh, we got the ultimate theme. I love the ultimate theme. I fucking love this song. This song's hella good. It's really grown on me too.